Hello everyone, my name is Troy. Welcome back to my channel, and this is the first video that we are filming in front of my new styled bookshelves. So if you didn't check out the bookshelf organization video that I did last video, make sure to check it out before this. But in this video, May or whatever the other month was, I already forgot, April has passed us, and now it is time to get into May, which is probably my favorite month ever because I've got so much fun things going on, insanely fun projects that I'm working on, and then also we're getting out of school this month. Already my homework and my schoolwork has gone down like tenfold. Like now I feel like I'm only doing 30 minutes of homework after school every day, and that has been such a blessing. Like honestly, I don't know how I was doing this in February and March. I was like working my butt off, like probably 3 hours per day of just homework. But now it's like slowing down because like realistically I only have like 2 full weeks of school, not even 2 full weeks. Like I only have probably 8 more days of like school, and then it's exams, and then I just get out, and it's gonna be such a great summer. We're gonna get so much fun summer reading, and it's gonna be great. Without further ado, let's just get into this. I have a very small TBR because this month I am not wanting to focus so much on reading. Like the last few months I have been powerhousing. It feels like every time I got between class I was reading. I was so entranced, and I just need kind of a break. I'm like in a little bit of a book hangover, reading slump, whatever you want to call it, and I don't want to push myself too far as of now, so I'm gonna set some very low goals. Hopefully I can you know, pass them, but like I'm not making myself read this month at all because I do have some other stuff going on. Without further ado, let's just get into it. Alright, the first book that we're going to talk about is The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan, and this is a book that I've been reading for English. We're almost finished with it. We have like 20 pages, and we've been reading this over the last like 2 or 3 weeks. And basically the fun part about this book is that like in class we have like our own little groups for this book, and every group is presenting a lesson about one of the vignettes. And so this book is split into 4 sections with 4 vignettes in each, and they kind of detail over 4 mothers and 4 daughters. There's a very like prevalent theme of generational divide between the mothers and the daughters in this book, and basically it spans over the mothers who are all in China, and then after this sort of war kind of broke out in China, and you know, everything happened, and so that those mothers came back to America and they birthed their daughters, and now the daughters and the mothers are in America, and they're kind of like dealing with all like the westernization of the Chinese culture and kind of the different values between some adults that grew up in China and to these adults that grew up in America. And basically what I was saying is each group in the class would present and like teach their vignette to the class, and so it was really interesting. We taught this one called Red Candle, and it was basically about the mother, oh gosh, there's so many people I can't remember. It was Lindo Zhang, and so basically Lindo, this was one of the mothers in the story, and she, back in China, had an arranged marriage, and we kind of see how it affected her, how she escaped it, and it was just a really interesting chapter, so I enjoyed teaching this, and I really enjoyed writing about this. Obsessed, love it, and this was a great book to study. In this quarter, we read Things Fall Apart, which was about the African culture. Now this is about China culture, so getting a lot of cultural stuff, and it's been really interesting in English class. Alright, in terms of audiobook, I said audiobook. In terms of audiobooks, I have like one series that I'm working on. It's about like 15 hours per book, so that's where I'm just gonna start off, and it is by Brandon Mole. I love myself some good middle grade. I want to really focus on kind of some light books this month, and that is going to be Brandon Mole. We've got the Beyonders, A World Without Heroes, which is the first book. I guess the series is just called the Beyonders, and then there's Beyonders, A World Without Heroes, Seeds of Rebellion, and then Chasing the Prophecy. Right now, I started A World Without Heroes. I read like an hour, only 6% in though, and it's been really interesting. I have my puzzle board set up. You probably will see this in some vlogs. While I'm listening, because we're still in some of like the times where pollen is out and I'm getting allergies, I'm going to be creating a little puzzle, and it's like this underwater theme, and I'm going to be doing that while I'm listening to this 45-hour series. It's 1,000 pieces. I'll probably finish it in like 20 hours. Like the puzzles are, I just like puzzles, so I wanted to do that. Basically this series is about this crazy world. Jason, this guy in middle school, I guess, I don't really know, it's you know, one of those middle grades set with like a younger character. He is at the batting cages one day, he goes to the zoo, he falls into a hippo's mouth, and he comes out into another world. But I will say, it's a little bit like kind of, you know, unnatural, like really strange. The prologue, even before we heard about Jason, we used to kind of see this like dark prince who is captured in this like prison, and his eyes, like his vision has been taken from him. He can't talk, and like there's like this kind of evil emperor, and I assume that this is in this kind of world of the beyond, and so we're set with this like dark prisoner in the beyond, and then we kind of set with Jason, who literally falls into the beyond through a hippo's mouth and out onto this riverbed, when then there's these magicians going down this like raft about to kill themselves because of the dictator, the evil dictator, the emperor. And so we're immediately sent to this interesting world, and I'm just really excited to see where this goes because I'm so curious. It sounds like a really whimsical and fun book, but also with some dark elements, like that prince who is literally has his sight taken from him. He tries to destroy the emperor, but it fails, backfires on him, and yeah, we're definitely gonna see some relationship between Jason and this prince as they try to take down the evil dictator, and I cannot wait to see what this world has to offer because I don't quite know the magic system, or really even Jason's character, or even some of the other characters that he's gonna meet. So I'm really excited. So like 6% in, so not that far, but I'm excited to see where it goes. Now, I talked about these on my other TBR, my April TBR, but I never got the chance to read them, so I'm just gonna transition them over to this TBR. After I read Six of Crows, I want to read Warrior of the Wild and To Best the Boys by Mary Weber. Short conclusion, because I always talk about these and I never actually read them, but To Best the Boys, I've read this before, and this is about a young woman who dresses up as a boy to go into this scholarship contest to get to this college because her mother's dying from a plague. She needs the resources to save her mother, and so therefore she does. And then this is another book that I read on audiobook, and I got it in physical copy, Warrior of the Wild by Trisha Levenseller. This is about this also another young woman who gets banished from her tribe after she's sabotaged in one of her trials to become an adult and a warrior in the tribe. She gets sabotaged, and that means that she has to complete a Madigar, which is basically this impossible task that will basically kill the person that the Madigar is put on. She goes into the wild because she's banished from her village, and she has to complete this Madigar, which is to kill an evil god in the woods that has been oppressing all of the different villages. Like, she has to kill a god, basically. She's signed up for her death, but she meets up with some characters in the woods that have also been banished, and they all try to complete their Madigars together and figure out the secret of this evil god. Love these books, so excited to start them. I'm gonna put this on the spot, but I need to pick out like another book to read this month because, you know what, I'm gonna scrap reading Harry Potter because I just kind of feel uneasy about it. I just kind of feel uneasy about reading Harry Potter in this time. Like, I just don't feel like that's showing my support really, and I just want to show my support for all the communities that J.K. Rowling has offended. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to pick a book, or maybe I'll pick two books to try to be ambitious, of my past haul that I just got. Oh, there's so many options. I hate taking books from my TBR. Okay, let's do... Okay, I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna say... Oh wait, no. No. We're gonna do Pacifica. Okay, sorry. I had to pick out which books I also wanted to read, but yeah, I'm gonna scratch the Harry Potter series. I just don't think I'm gonna be able to get to it, and again, I just kind of, I feel uncomfortable reading that. So, anyways, we got Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. So excited to start my first Brandon Sanderson book. This is a sci-fi. Spencer's world has been under attack for decades. Now pilots are the heroes of what's left of the human race, and becoming one has always been Spencer's dream. She wants to be a pilot, but her dream is crashed because of her father. It's auto-focused on my nose. Oh, stop. Okay, there we go. And basically everyone around her cannot forget what Spencer did, so she cannot become a pilot, but she's like sought to, you know, really become a pilot, and that's basically the premise of it, and she wants to kind of help fight the people that have been attacking their world. And then we've also got Pacifica, which is about this like pirate, but also this kind of royalty figure who knows that this like government propaganda is like a scam. They're like, oh, you can sign up to become a lottery winner of this amazing vacation cruise to this island with 500 other people. Like, you can be selected for this amazing, awesome place in the middle of the ocean, and she knows that nothing's there. She's like, what are you guys talking about? I've sailed the seas and I know that something's not there. So she's basically sought to discover what the government is trying to do, what the scam is, and try to maybe save these people. We don't know what the government are trying to do with these people, but it's gonna be really interesting, and I love the covers of both these books, so I'm so excited to read these 4 physical books. And that's it. Like, again, I don't want to be too ambitious. Last up, I want to finish Pandemonium, which is another Fun Jungle Jungle Book, which is an ebook. I explain this every month, so I'm just going to quickly explain this. It's basically a middle grade zoo mystery book. That's really all I'm going to say. We're set with this character named Teddy, and he's like this young prodigy child who's able to solve these such complex mysteries that the adults can't solve. So it's really interesting, and I've read Pandemonium, and I like the twist at the end, and I am going to enjoy it again. I think that wraps up my TBR. I've got 1 ebook, 5 physical books, 1 being like a thing that I have to read, and then I also have 3 audiobooks that I'm working on, so that's really only 8 books for my TBR. That's really an amazing TBR, because I don't want my TBRs to keep stressing me out, like my 22 book TBRs. That's a no from me. I just want to chill this month. Like I said, I have some projects that I want to work on and focus on, and I always feel pressure to get through my TBR, so I'm like, it really conflicts me, and it really creates anxiety in my own head, so I just want to make sure that I'm doing okay. So we're going to slow down this month from the 14 or 15 book month that I had last month, and then I'm going to kind of slow it down, because I'm way over my Goodreads goal progress, so, you know, just wanted to explain why. But thank you guys so much for watching. I had a really fun time recording this. Just kind of a book chat, nothing too eloquent to this video. That's what we like on this channel. Thank you guys so much for the support on this channel. It does mean a lot to me, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave lots to do up there. But yeah, see you guys. Bye.